Hello everyone, what is stimming? Why do people on the autism spectrum stim? As you may not notice, I am stimming right now with this little toy thing I'm having. I do this with my hands when I'm filming, and most stimming behaviors may be obvious, may not be obvious per individual. I stim a lot throughout the day and I try not to make it obvious, and I am constantly moving my hands around, and I'm actually going to show you why people stim and what helps me get through the day with stimming. So I'm going to begin with stimming helps regulate your body when you're in new environments, when you're stressed out, when you need to calm down, when you're in sensory overload or you need sensory input. You all need to realize that stimming helps people with autism without having major anxiety and meltdowns. I come from experience, so I can talk to you why I have the things I have right now. And I have a day pack and a purse, and I have my little bag of sensory items I like to play with, or I like to have in handy just in case I get overwhelmed in any kind of situation or environment I'm in. So I'm gonna begin with my day pack goodie bag, and this is a little Ziploc bag. It's not obvious because some people may not know what this bag is, but it's for people with autism, especially me. It's my little sensory bag, and it helps me stim and calm down. And stimming is natural. Like, it's a good way to relieve your stress in a good way most of the time. It's a repetitive behavior, and people need to realize that it's a trait when it comes to people with autism. So as you realize, I have these little lollipops or suckers people may call, and I like to suck on something to calm down. It helps me, just really calms me down. And I also have my bracelets I talked to you guys about in my previous video about my bracelets, my rubber hair ties. I'm actually wearing the same one that I talked about, and that's for deep pressure, and it regulates my body. And then I've been wearing it all the time, and I think it helps a lot. And then also I have cinnamon stick, so I like holding it and squeezing it in my hand for deep pressure, and it also smells like cinnamon too. I love the scent of cinnamon, so it helps me calm down and focus on the good smelling things in my life. And the next thing I have in my bag is little fruit lifesavers. These are hard candies, so just another thing to suck on that is smaller than a lollipop, just to calm down and just help me just relax. I also have, as you know from my previous video, I talked about my bracelet too, and I keep it on my wrist, and it just helps me, just something to play with, or like something to just, like, if I'm stressed out, I can just play with it in my hands. So this is another thing I have in my sensory bag and on my wrist too. And then gum is a good way too. If you need sensory input in your jaw, then chewing gum is a good way to go. And then I also have cinnamon gum too, because I like cinnamon, so I have 2 kinds of gum. And then another thing I have is cinnamon toothpicks, and I just chew on it. I don't suck, I play with it in my hands too, so I bite on it and I play with it in my hands, and these are really small, and it's a really nice thing that I have this too. And then the last thing that I have is Tic Tacs, and again, it's like a mint, but it's something that you can suck on, and it's not obvious when you're stressed out. You just need to regulate your emotions. So I'm just really grateful that I have that bag full of stuff when I travel, because you never know when have a bad anxiety attack, if I'm about to have a meltdown. It just it's something that people with autism do, is they just have their own bag of sensory things to help them through the day. And the people that I work with, they know, like, I have sensory processing disorder and I need these things to help me. And I feel like I'm not, I don't know, it's interesting to really understand what I need, because I need this. It's not like, oh, it's like a need, because most people that have autism experience some kind of sensitivities to touch, sound, light, noise, the environment, and these help me just calm down. It's like my little sensory toolbox. And of course, when I'm with the people I work with, they help me calm down too. But I just like having this on me because it's a really big lifesaver, because sometimes it's too late until I have these things sometimes, but at least I know I have it whenever I'm on the go. And also, another thing that won't really fit in the bag that I have is lotion. Something that smells nice, something that is soothing on your hands that may help you too. But again, I have these things to help me with my day-to-day life, and it's just, it helps me with my sensory seeking things. I'm a sensory seeker when it comes to these and deep pressure, and I am really fortunate that I have this together, and it just belongs in this little bag. So I'm just so happy that I have lots of these, and I have a lot of stuff, and I'm just happy that I have all these in my hand. And yeah, it's kind of hard to show you all what I have, but it takes up my whole two hands to really show you what I have. But again, it's really cool that I have all these things to help me calm down, because I'm trying to like manage my emotions and talk to people when I'm frustrated, and it's a good replacement behavior instead of hurting yourself. But again, it's a stim, so it just needs to happen, and I'm just so grateful that I have this again. But that's what I want to show you, is what is stimming and what is in my sensory bag. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.